Up next, the Clippers taking on the Warriors. For the Los Angeles Clippers, they want to start this season with a bang on their home floor, showing the home fans what to expect this year. Warriors, Clippers, the tip-off coming right after this. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Joining Greg Anthony, Brent Berry, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And with us tonight, the always insightful Kenny, the Jet Smith. Kenny, it is so great seeing you.
Hey, Gregory Anthony. How are you today?
We're doing well, Kenneth.
We are. But it's good to have another guard on our row here, isn't it?
You know what? It just brings a whole new level of intellect to the broadcast.
Thank you so
Well,
much.
guards are the quarterbacks of basketball.
Yeah.
You want an intellect? I'm the guy to bring down from up there.
Yes.
Spell intellect for us real quick, just so we get a good taste of your...
And now we're back off to the LA. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We're off. Let's go to the game.
Kenny, of course, you were nicknamed the Jet for a reason. Who do you think is the fastest player right now going end-to-end in the league?
With the ball, right now is De'Aaron Fox. With the ball. Russell Westbrook is probably just...
Ben Simmons isn't too far behind them either.
But he's more speed and power.
Yeah.
But in talking about...
But
I had a thing one time, and it was they scored. The team scored with 7 minutes and 17 seconds. I scored. It was 7 minutes and 15 seconds. And so, and it was only on an outlet.
Yeah.
It wasn't a long pass.
You got it in stride.
In stride, and then 2 seconds later.
Wow.
So De'Aaron Fox could do that.
That's fast.
That's Jet.
Thus, the name. And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, among the league's deadlier weapons now is the step-back jumper. Steph Curry said, "You're always in control of the situation with that move. It is pretty effective." Portland's Damian Lillard said, "It's a tough off-balance shot, so it takes a lot of work." But people around the league are putting in that work to become even more effective. Guys?
Thanks, David.
And you think about the toughness of Klay Thompson, a guy who wants to try to play through every injury, even before the ACL tear in the 2019 final.
Wow, you know, after the tear, he came back into the game and shot free throws. Isn't that amazing? I mean, the toughness of this guy, man. He's one of my favorite players of today because he does so many things in the game unconventional. He scores without dribbling, and he defends without being physical.
And they've got Curry. Wiseman's out there with Dramond Green. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Oubre in at the shooting guard position. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ibaka, and it's George in a two-guard.
Yeah, that's just working for the better shot. We always talk about in the NBA, good to great, great possession there.
George with the ball. Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. Looking at the top 5 picks in the 2018 draft, Kenny, all of them have shown good play, tremendous promise. But if you could choose one for your team, which one would it be? I mean, with the Doncic and Young and Jackson and Ayton and...
if I had to go over and pick it now...
there's so many of them.
Man, I'm going straight with Doncic.
I mean, there could be only one. It's not even close.
Yeah,
the Doncic is the only guy on that list that, when it's all said and done, he's got a chance to be a top 10 all-time player.
Yeah, you know what he reminds me of? A more aggressive deadlift shrimp.
Ooh, I think even more than that. To me, he's a combination. I heard Larry and Magic. He's a combination of Larry and LeBron. Because
I can see that.
Magic wasn't like the scorer that those two are. Like, those guys are scorers.
Yeah, I get it.
And then great passing ability. And the other thing about him, he's a better athlete, and he's a tremendous rebounder. I mean, that guy is special. The NBA is such an international phenomenon, Kenny. Tearing up this league are some young guns who started outside of the U.S.
Yeah, Giannis, Jokic, and Doncic, they come to mind. He's probably 3 of the top 10 players in basketball right now. It's not, I don't even say it anymore. I don't say international player. I just say he's a player now. I never think about Giannis as an international player.
Our game's been global for so long now that's a great point, because, we've had Dirk, and we've had Nash, and we've had Akeem. Some of our all-time greats weren't from America.
Warriors have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. It's stolen by Ibaka. Leonard on the wing. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Down low. Over Wiggins. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George. Leonard's got 8 points.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel-good.
And here is Green. Oubre outside. The pass to Wiseman. Pass to Green. Beverly against Curry. And there it is for him.
Over the last few years, Jet, the step-back 3 has become a staple for some guys. Who do you think is the most consistent with it?
Harden and Doncic, easily. You know who started the Dutch step-back? A guy named, the first time I ever saw it was Kiki Van.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I never saw a step-back until he
And
played.
it was quick.
Yeah, he used to do a quick step-back. And I'd never seen the step-back move ever in my life before. And I was like, what is that? Is that a walk? He's like, no, it's a step-back. And now we got the step to the step to the step to the step to the step back.
The side back.
And what's going to be the next development?
You're just going to be able to run and you don't have to twist.
Yeah. We're seeing that right now.
Yeah, exactly.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Green. Good season for him last year. He put up about 8 points a game last season. 6 assists and 6 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he's in the game, a great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
Here's Beverly, and it's blocked.
You can see the coaching staff up there and clapping right now as Oubre on the defensive end getting it done.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
The Warriors making a switch here. Pascal's checked in. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And you look at Paul George. I mean, he's got the capability to lead the league in scoring, but he's just as focused on locking you down.
That sets him apart. How many guys could say, I could get 20 on you and stop you from getting 20? Few guys could do that.
Here's Beverly following the basket by Stephen Curry. Here's Leonard, and that one's on target from the wing. Leonard's got 10 points in the game.
Now, it feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Their last encounter was in San Francisco.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
The turnover margin was well within their favor, and you have to point to that ferocious D they played as the biggest factor in that win.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Curry against Beverly. Curry kicks to Wiggins. The 3, good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Oubre against George. Ibaka wide open. He fires. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
We know George can beat you with the pass. Has great vision and great court sense.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Curry with the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Now, here's George. Shoots the 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Trading threes. If it comes down to a long-range shootout, George typically prevails.
From deep. Another 3 for Golden State.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Now they're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, in looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, when they decided to take another look at it, I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And for anyone who thinks this game isn't about hard work, listen to Steph Curry.
Can't tell how many shots I've taken in my life and how many hours of log practicing, but it started with a love for what I could do and just love shooting, love being in the gym with a ball in my hands, and knew from early I was kind of a natural at it, but in order to get to this level and for me to have gotten better, that's the catalyst.
And as we know, Greg, Steph comes from a family of great shooters. It's in the blood.
But as you said, it's about the work. The NBA players have had tons of kids. Most don't make it in this league. Steph is on his way to being one of the best to ever grace the hardwood.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Batum, and it's Ibaka in at the 5. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
And the Clippers call time here. You look at when you guys played, Kenny, you know, a ton of incredible guards, certainly during your time. Which players gave you the biggest fits when you tried to guard them? Who were the most difficult guys?
Well, you know, I didn't have to guard Jordan, but I know that a lot of people had Mike Mayers before they played him.
Mike Mayers. That's a good one. I like that. Yeah.
But you know what's funny? Like guys like Dana Barris and Mahmoud, they were tough to guard, like because they were so small. They could get up under you, and you couldn't really pressure them at times.
It was always the guys that most people wouldn't think about.
Yeah.
Michael Adams.
Yep.
Muggsy Bogues.
Muggsy.
I hated to be guarded by him, too. And then, you know, there were some guys that just had quirky games. Remember, was it Kevin Porter?
Oh. Did you play against John Bagley?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Jerky guy.
Warriors leading by 3. Bazemore passes to Looney. From 18 feet away, and that one off the back of the rim and in. 17 points for Steph Curry.
Got to do your best to make Steph put the ball on the floor. I know he can still do that, but catch and shoot is just deadly.
A 3 from Leonard. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. To the middle, here's Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Kent Bazemore knows that his contributions come from being active and Bazemore becoming a better passer.
And it's been said we're witnessing the golden era for lead guards. Kenny, do you agree with that? And if so, is it the players or the style of play that's key?
I don't know if it's a golden era because but it is a great era. But the NBA that is the toughest position because you can have a bad team, but you're going to always see a great guard. And that's always been the case. Even in our era, if I was playing against the Dallas Mavericks, they were terrible at the time, and Hakeem would go, well, you got to play against Jason Kidd.
Yeah.
And so it's always the game. And so you got Westbrook, you got CP3, you got Trae Young now, you got the young, the old, you got everyone. It's always the tough position.
And it's Beverly missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Passes to Looney. Some nice passing by Golden State. Curry gets the bucket.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Clippers trail by 9. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Wiggins. And the basket by Pascal. Pascal's got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Ibaka outside. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, if you're open, Patrick Beverly is going to do his best to get you the ball.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. They've led by as many as 11 points. Wiggins outside. The shot that time, not on target. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off. And we want to thank the Jet for giving us his thoughts. Kenny, you can stop by here anytime. That door is always open for you.
Well, the door's open, but I'm going to steal a key just in case you don't invite me back. I'm taking it right now.
Well, he'll have the key.
Yes, sir. I'm taking the key right now.
We'll tell
So
him
when he
where
comes
you
back.
Tell him PG. We got to let him
Yes,
in.
sir. I want to be back.
You guards always stay together. And Frank, you and Kenny both enjoyed success in the NBA. Always great to have his perspective with us here at the broadcast table.
Well, that's nice of you, Kevin. And certainly Kenny has done some remarkable things post-career. And I love the fact with Kenny's presence, he's just got great perspective on the entirety of the game.
Wiggins kicks it to Looney. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Batum grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 9. Here's Beverly. 17 points for him last game against Washington. Here's Leonard. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Leonard's got 18 points in the game.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and it's good for 2. And the Warriors lead by 9.
Now, Steph with the initiative here, taking charge, and tonight making a ton of things happen.
Batum for 3, and another 3 for the Clippers. Curry looking around. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, this is not the guy who wants to step up and make his way to the free throw line, but you wouldn't expect that he's going to miss any of these.
And both free throws good for Curry.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And really the defense is not organized on that inbounds play. And boy, do they pay the price with the triple.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Warriors on top, up 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, a big first half for you all offensively, but big first half for them, too. Any concern there?
They're still scoring pretty good, so we got to play better defense second half because we don't know if we're going to keep making the shots that we're making right now.
We'll see who can get some stops, Kawhi. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. And gracing us with his presence once again after his stirring performance with the live crew, at least That's what the card I'm reading says, and it was written by the always terrific Kenny Smith.
Well, you know what it was? You called it the live crew. So you know what it was when I was down there?
You know what, Kenny? Yeah, I'm not a hater. I'm a congratulator. Thank you. And I must say, you did a great job. I liked it almost as much as the regular broadcast. I was impressed.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Curry has been sensational.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. We've got Green, Kelly Oubre out there with Steph Curry. Then there's Wiseman. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Now, what a game by Leonard, but you wouldn't know it by the way he's reacting out there. Just stone-faced, but getting the job done.
Warriors leading by 3. Curry with it. Oubre, left side. Misses the 3. Los Angeles is gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight.
And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action. We'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. The Warriors have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And before the injury, Kelly Oubre playing a career high in minutes. 38 to 40 minutes a game with regularity. Do you think that load could have contributed to his injury?
Well, Kevin, all young players want those minutes, but that right knee had troubled him for a while. PRP treatment back in 2017, and perhaps some questions for the Suns training staff.
Curry from deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 29.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
No, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
From deep, George. The Warriors pull it in. They've led by as many as 11 points. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
And what a powerful player Wiggins can be. Dunks like this remind you of that elite level athleticism.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Curry against Williams. Curry passes to Oubre. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 7th assist in the game. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Green against Williams. Takes it from 10. Count it. And the Warrior lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Kawhi Leonard. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that team, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin from he muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found. And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
You think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
And the free throw, no good.
Think about Paul George in his second year in the NBA being named the most improved player. He's just gotten better from that point. And you don't have to win an award every year to prove it.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
When you're given the ball as much as Lou Williams has gotten it through the years, he's experienced enough to make those kind of plays.
Oubre outside. Eisman dishes to Oubre, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And it's Leonard with the jam.
Well, there are some ways to fire up your teammates. That right there is one of them, thanks to Kawhi Leonard.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Outside, Green. Pass to Wiggins.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And it's Paul George with the finish.
Paul George dunk contest? Maybe it's a little over, but I love to see him get up.
59 seconds left in the third. They double team Curry. Oubre on the wing.
That's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
And here's George. He's got 15. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Warriors leading by 7. Now here's Curry. He has 29. In the corner, it's Oubre. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 9 assists now tonight.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Really left alone that time.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
From deep, Green, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Batuma's out there with Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Williams. And it's Leonard in at the 3.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
It's Curry with the drive. Softly drops in the floater. Curry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Curry with the steal. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. Yep, it counts. And the Warriors lead by 17.
And Draymond's ball handling can be problematic for defenders at his size. You don't see guys get off the bounce like he does.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons, goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Eric Pascal, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. Leonard hits them both. Greg, I know you played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also, at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Curry passes to Oubre. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Oubre's got 10 points in just the second half.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Outside for George. Clippers moving the ball around. A shot by Batum, no good. Warriors leading by 17. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Curry's got 37.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Puts it up from 12. Shot's good by Williams.
Lou Williams is so patient about getting to spots on the floor where he knows he can score from. He becomes a master of the mid-range.
Oubre outside. Back to Curry. Fires the three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Bucket's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The three from George. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Well, an accurate three-point shooter, Paul George can get it going from distance.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
When your superstar is as unselfish as Steph Curry is, that's what gets other guys going.
Clippers trail by 16. Leonard dishes to Williams. Ibaka looking for an opening. George, that's a two-pointer, but they recover it. Leonard on the wing, defended by Pascal. Leonard, no luck. Curry against Williams. There's the triple. And it's Stephen Curry with a three. Curry's got 40 points.
Well, that's one of the game's greatest three-point shooters, so don't be shocked.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Warriors.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Steph Curry.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Mulder with the bucket. And that one really took the air out of this crowd.
Ooh, just like that. I mean, you could hear a pin drop in here.
And And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting.
Hello. Can you hit back?
Players, even ones out of the playoff hunt. And they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest. But by the same token, you know, if I got 100, 200 million invested in a guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization's all the better for it.
Inside. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Beverly. Leonard's got 34.
Very easily could have been an and one there. Leonard takes the contact and still maintains the focus to make the score.
Here's Mulder. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Mulder. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Six-second difference between the shot and game clock. He rifled that one in from distance.
Yeah, Paul George, no problem pulling up well behind the three-point line to knock him down.
And here are the Warriors now. 17-point game. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
The pass to Lee. Pass to Poole. Over George. Poole, no good. Leonard with no one around. That ball, nice speed that time from George.
So money on the catch and shoot. I don't know what the defense is doing there, giving Kawhi that shot.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by.
Oh, wait. Go back. Not yet.
From the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
It feels great, you know. I think the whole team played great. You know, we shared the ball, we grabbed rebounds, we made big possessions. You know, so I think it was a great game.
Hey, Andrew, congrats again. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long, everyone.